Thank you for tuning in to the B&RS Show.
So I think for the last few years, I've said it multiple times, that I have a new person on my list of interviews that I love to interview. And I've spoken about this person, this artist, multiple times. I've admitted to being a fan of her music, though it is extremely top 40s. She the person I'm referring to is Halsey. Halsey, the artist, Halsey, her name. She's from New Jersey. She made her music, started her music career here in our great Bushwick of Borough, this here county of Kings, and also, even better than that, in Bushwick. And her name, Halsey, is an anagram of her name. Her actual first name is Ashley, and it's an anagram. She just turns it around for where she lived at, and she did most of her recording in a studio on Halsey Street at the time. So she just,
So that's how it all came about?
For her.
I didn't know any of that shit.
Yeah, that's how it came for her. I think she has a very unique voice, and that it's not something I think we would have heard on the radio a decade or so ago. I think that her sound is very different from most of what is on the radio, very poppy, even though she is considered a poppy top 40s type
I need to
act.
listen to more, because I've heard a few things, but I've heard more about her and G-Eazy and MGK, like that love triangle.
I don't know. You know, it's crazy. As a fan of her music, I didn't even know the whole MGK thing happened until when I heard the rap devil diss, and he was like, already fucked one rapper's girl this week. And I was like, what's that about? And then I heard Eminem is young Gerald's balls deep inside of Halsey. I was like, wait, what? I was like, that doesn't make, that's like Halsey.
So I didn't, it kind of dawned on me right now that the MGK line was about that, because I didn't really realize that.
Yeah. He's another way. He was like, a way of him was like, you're mad about Haley, but I already fucked one rapper's girl this week. I'll fuck your daughter too, essentially. Is what I felt like he said in that when I found out. Which is, a bit of a backhanded shot. I feel like anyone who ever has to, go to, I fucked your girl. Like, bro, that's all you got? Like, you fucked her years ago. You fucked her after we weren't together anymore, bro.
That's like a Ray J.
Yeah. I hit it. That's a very petty thing. That's when you have nothing better to say or do. That's your ace up the sleeve, or you think. But I'm referring to, we both saw the video. It's funny because I on my Instagram story said something about it as a fan of Halsey, like her team needed to be there and stop that from happening. And you saw it right before you saw me say something on Instagram, on my story. And I'm, of course, referring to the video from last night in Miami at a pre-Super Bowl concert, where apparently someone was heckling her a few times throughout her performance and kept just saying G-Eazy, or referencing G-Eazy in some nature, form, or fashion. And it led to her having a bit of an outburst and even coming off the stage and going to confront this person.
It was just like the least professional thing you could do for somebody in those shoes.
That position where you were at, like you're already winning. Like, this fucker paid to see you from there, and he's getting his rocks off because he's not gonna get his rocks off other than with what he's doing and with his left hand probably and some spit by doing that.
You remember that day? Were you there that day at Gizzy's that I had drank 6 Mad Dogs?
And you, what did you do? And someone was talking while you were performing. I'm pretty sure me and your brother were both there, and Cheese, and we were both like, bro, you OD'd. Like, we know they were talking, but you OD'd. So, like, you were, I remember, I know exactly where you're going. You tell this one.
So how low scale of an event that was, I still felt bad afterwards. I still felt like, damn, that was like real. It was an on-stage meltdown. And for some reason, I didn't end up on World Star. Thank God. I don't think World Star was even a thing back then.
World Star was definitely a thing back then. World Star was definitely a thing. And that was actually a time when I can actually say I probably went to World Star more frequently than you.
So as a performer, you're taught to have thick skin. You're gonna deal with assholes in the crowd. You're gonna deal with assholes backstage. You're gonna deal with asshole promoters that don't want to pay you. All these different things basically comprise what it is to be a fucking artist.
And I'll say this before we even get in. We don't know what really happened in that situation between her and Jeezy for her to get that upset, like for her to go where she went like that fast in like 20 seconds. Like that was like a 30-second clip. That wasn't a long clip. And she was on stage doing her thing. And I don't know how long that guy had been doing that, how long her set been going already. If he's like she came out and he was already before she even like took the stage, she could hear him behind stage being a dick about it. And I don't know how that went. I don't know anything else that she could have been going through at that moment. Someone who she's admitted she goes through like her issues, her mental health issues. You don't know where her mind state was at that point. But like you said, the best thing you said at that point, someone of your stature at that moment, that was the worst decision you could have made at that point. As long like the only thing you could have done worse than that was strike him. That was the only thing you could have done worse was physically strike him because you came.
And how close she came to him.
No, like she was in his face from stage, and then she went off stage to go into the crowd and confront him, and that's
like,
what the clip.
What the fuck is wrong
and
with
the
this
thing
shit?
is that people, you know what it is? There are people who are in your stature who think, yeah, she's showing him she's the ball. These people who are bigging you up don't have as much to lose as you do, dear. They do not have as much to lose for that action in their shoes as you do.
Everyone,
the people who tweeting that like yes queen, like no bro, no. Her team.
First you got to understand something. When you're a celebrity, everyone wants to take things from you. Everyone's looking for a lawsuit. Paparazzi's getting in your face. They all want to like try to get a rise out of you because they want you to get physical with them on camera or whatever the case is so that they can get money out of you. So instantly PR people coach artists, coach celebrities to not react to shit like that. And not only that, she's on stage at a performance. It's not even like she's in the street going into her car. She's mid-performance. Anybody in the crowd could say anything. And you're going to have to see past that. You shouldn't even see past the spotlight. You shouldn't even have your concentration broken, bro. Like, I watched Dave Chappelle do stand-up, and there's people yelling shit in the crowd, and he doesn't even acknowledge them like a heckler. He doesn't even give them the fucking opportunity to heckle him because in his mind, he didn't just hear that shit. That's the level of professionalism that's necessary if you want to fucking make that kind of money.
As a fan of her music, as a fan of her, I think like I said, it's a bad look. It's a bad look across the board. And even still, like where's security when she went forward on that stage and was leaning this close? Where's security by that stage that should have been there to like intervene? And even when she came to step down off the stage and was going into the crowd, where the fuck is security? Like, granted,
sleeping,
First Amendment rights. He can say whatever the fuck he wants, but once she's putting herself in that position, your job is still to protect this person. She's your asset. You need to protect her. And the fact that no one was there, no one thought better of it. I don't know. Everybody asleep at the wheel, man. And like I said, this is someone like a fan. I'm a big fan of her music. I admit it. Admittedly, a huge fan of her music. And this was just a bad look across the board. And anybody thinking that she made the right choice and that was the right thing to do there, I don't know, man.
But then I'm going to take it a step further from that. I don't know if you remember Travis Scott kicking the photographer off the Summer Jam stage.
Nah.
So this guy worked for Summer Jam. He was on stage to photograph all the acts that were performing. Mid-performance, Travis Scott stops. He goes up to his face and he makes fun of this kid in front of thousands of people. It was just a kid, like a fucking intern, bro. And this kid gets escorted off stage by security. Travis Scott put his hands on him. He dragged him off the stage talking about that he was an artist. You got to get the fuck off my stage. And then a bunch of people applauded that shit. And then I read the comments and it was like, yo, that's disgusting. artists, don't matter who you are, should not be in a position or not even feel comfortable enough to like put their hands on people without.
Oh no, I don't condone that, B. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. Like I said it to everybody. Like that shit. What was like the New Year's party or whatever the fuck where Jay-Z or Diddy's 50th party where Jay-Z snatched the guy's phone because he thought he was recording Beyonce. It's like my nigga, like Hov. I'm a big Hov supporter, my man. But I'm a man. You a man, dog. Like you ain't gonna snatch my phone out my hand and say some shit, bro. Like you snatch my phone, I'm swinging. I don't give a fuck who you are, what you do. What the fuck? Who the fuck you think you are, bro?
And that
like,
guy just looks so shocked.
Okay.
Just this stuff.
And then if I'm not doing what you accuse me of, my nigga, like yo, like we coming to blows, and I'm still suing you because you took my shit, and I'm gonna say thievery. I'm gonna sue you for fucking whatever. I'm gonna find a reason for you snatching my phone and me being the one who threw the first punch to still not be in the wrong. Cause you like, and that's something. No one there said, "Yo, my man could have easily said something to somebody." There's definitely security in that building. Go to security. I'm pretty sure they had some rules on usages of phones at Diddy's birthday party, and then you could address it from there, where you don't have to just snatch a man's phone and quite possibly make a situation out of nothing. Like I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm a whole fan. I'm a whole supporter, bro. But you were in the wrong there,
bro. If you have a fight with Jay-Z.
I probably got moved to Abu Dhabi. Like you not. I'm sorry, bro.
You will be my hero.
Like I'm not.
Like,
yo, you know me, bro.
You will be many people's hero.
I'm stupid, bro. In that moment of you snatching my phone like that, I don't care who you are. You could be my parent, a friend, family member, cop, anybody. I'm reacting the same way. Why the fuck are you snatching my phone that is mine, that I paid for, in my hands?
Bro,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Imagine Halsey got in a girl's face, and that girl just smacked her straight across the face.
Slapped the shit out of her. Then what? Then what? Yeah, y'all gonna say, oh, she needs to be arrested? No, you needed to remember you were just a regular fucking person. And that's, I think, and that comes with people putting these artists on a pedestal. And, I read something, Cameron Diaz is retired?
No. I didn't
Cameron
know
Diaz is retired from acting. I had no idea. She just had a kid. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I read that in the newspaper like earlier this week. She had a kid. Like she did an interview this week. Apparently, like one of the brothers from Good Madden, not Good Madden, Good Charlotte, one of the Madden brothers.
Oh yeah,
I said Good Madden, Good Charlotte, one of the Madden brothers from Good Charlotte.
I was to say there hasn't been a Good Madden in a long time.
Yeah, quite some time. But Good Charlotte, one of the Madden brothers from Good Charlotte. And she was, they were talking about how she, in the interview, and they brought up an excerpt from one of the shits, and she said, I think that it's a dangerous thing that people play with being a celebrity, being on social media and all that stuff, looking for instant gratification from people who don't know you and will support anything you do, no matter how fucking, like how dangerous, how fucking disastrous, how self-destructive.
Bro, Steve-O still has a career. Steve-O's probably doing better now than he ever did when he was doing Jackass. And he got his like fame from destroying his body, bro. Publicly. There was some shit in like the UK
but
called
isn't
the
he
Dutson.
like an admitted alcoholic? Like how many?
Bro, he was on he was on everything, bro.
All types of all those guys. All of those guys to put their bodies
like to do that. Like just imagine like a wrestler with painkillers and steroids and shit. Somebody who's doing choreographed shit. Now you got Steve-O that's fucking getting tased while he's getting lemons squirted in his eyes and his fucking balls smashed with a hammer.
Yeah, there's something wrong with those fuckers. But yeah, celebrities. Back to just celebrities in general. Like it doesn't, being a celebrity doesn't put you over. Like that's why you have security to intervene in those situations. That's why when you're on stage, there's security there so that you don't have to do this. Because you are the person who has much more to lose in that situation. And the second artists realize that and remember that, there are a lot of artists who remember that. There are a lot of athletes who remember that. A lot of rappers who remember that. But there are also a lot of people who don't seem to remember that, like athletes, rappers, and singers.
There's something that happens to me when I get paid. When I get paid, especially because like the jobs that I do now, especially like is paid by 2 weeks, so I would get like a decent check. When I get the money deposited in my account, when I see people in the street that are like less fortunate, I'm more giving. Like I understand people's struggle a lot more because just a few minutes ago I was going through that same shit, and now I got all this money, and I might need that money for bills and shit, but I'll still like go in the supermarket and buy somebody food and shit. To me, when you're a celebrity, you should like be more in tune with what you were before the celebrity than ever before, because you can always go back to that shit.
A lot of people, that's crazy. A lot of people don't realize that, man. What's the saying? A lot of people you pass on the way up,
Yeah,
the
you
same
see them
people
on the
you'll
way up,
say
you see
you'll
them on the way
pass on the way
down.
down.
So to treat people a certain way or feel that you're entitled enough that you can get in somebody's face or snatch somebody's phone without getting snuffed the fuck out, that shit blows my mind, bro.
And that's the height of entitlement, no matter where it comes from, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, two acts I used here, both of them are wrong with what I thought they did. There are you pay people to deal with that situation for you. There are people paid to deal with that where you don't have to, and it can be handled a lot better, and there can be a lot less of an opportunity of a blowback or this, spiraling out of control if the people trained to handle it, and not you and your heightened emotional, irrational, or headed towards irrational state will be. Because all right, let's put it like this. And before anyone says anything, I'm referring to both Jay-Z and I'm saying Beyonce, Jay-Z and Halsey here. I think both of them reacted irrationally because they were angry and in a heightened different state. Because Halsey's getting her ex-boyfriend or ex whatever she wants to say heckled, and his name's being used repeatedly or however many times, got under his skin. And then Jay-Z, you have this guy you don't know standing there and appears to be recording your wife. So both of those times,
It's human actions.
they're human actions, and justifiably, you are human, but you are also someone who was paid and someone who has people paid to deal with these sort of human interactions for you. You are human, and I excuse everyone for being human. Both of them are only human in that situation, but both of them are, especially Hove. Hove is seasoned enough. I think Hove being seasoned made him get away with that, and why he knew he could get away with. Come on, the whole face. That's the face he gave him.
Yeah.
Come on, what you doing, son?
That was another TV moment.
Yeah, you guys can't see the face of the roaches, man. I'm sorry. That was, it's crazy. Didn't I say that on one of the last podcasts?
Yeah.
Like, you guys, like, at least every week, man. At least once it happens, man.
That's hilarious. My final thought: as a performer, I've made many mistakes. I've cursed people out on stage. I've done the same shit that Halsey did, bro. And I felt terrible afterwards. And she's in a much better position than I ever was. So who knows how the fuck she feels right now. She probably feels like a fucking idiot. Rightfully so. Next time, have your PR person close. Shauna will tackle your ass on stage and make sure that you don't say another word.
Well, this is what she had to say on her Instagram story 23 hours ago. Don't ever let someone make you feel crazy or unhinged because you're a woman standing up for yourself. Don't tolerate disrespect in the name of being nice. Love you.
It's I feel like anything that I say about it,
You can't say anything else from here.
It's just gonna.
Like I said, Halsey, I'm a big fan. You were in the wrong there, dear. Let your security handle that. And I'm pretty sure your security will handle him a lot better, and he'll never open his mouth to you again. But, you're the artist. You're the one who has 18.2 million followers. Just keep pumping out good music for me. That's all I want from you. Hove, I don't know, dogs.
If we ever cross paths, don't ever try to snatch my phone.
I don't even take videos or pictures of celebrity, dog. If you see me looking at my phone when you looking at me, I'm reading something. Like, I'm not taking a picture of you. I'm not a creep like that. Maybe, yeah.
You can have me killed, but there's gonna be a viral video of me smacking you in the face one time.
Yeah, I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down the flames of fire, bro. With the chariots of fire, I'm going down.
Yeah.
Raining down fire from the heavens, I'm going down.
You guys can follow us at B&RS.
And you can get everything at buttonroach.com because we do the fucking, you heard?
Thank you for tuning in to the Bud and Roach Show.